Hi all, welcome to my Team of the Week 25 predictions video. We've somehow managed to pull this out. I honestly do not know how, but joys of health, because I had the vaccine yesterday, so that kind of threw things awry, but we got there nonetheless. But especially because always, we much appreciate sub to the channel if you're new, following Twitter, G is a legend. All links are down below for posting the channel and social media links as always. I expect this Team of the Week from me to be not so great in general, even though Benzema, Ronaldo and Bruyne could potentially be the headliners, but I suppose we'll see in due course. So, starting off with Soria, 7 saves, a clean sheet and a free marker. Yes, it was a clean sheet, a draw, 0-0 against Atletico, but Soria is very hard to ignore. Definitely deserves his spot in Tagliafico. 1 goal, a clean sheet and a 7.5 on VI. I would say that should stand in very good stead, and with lack of standout defenders, Tagliafico should get in, and to be honest, a 96 rated version of him just makes him a little bit more usable, and if you're obviously like into fodder, for example, his base card will probably go through the roof. Trauner, second in form, could be inbound for him, 1 goal and a clean sheet. Austria's got a few shouts this week that could happen, but Trauner for me was where I kind of lean towards. He seems like the sneaky option that they'll go for, and that's kind of where I'm leaning towards. Amian, 1 goal and a clean sheet. Toulouse ran riot, and Amian is getting a position change from right back to centre back. Makes him more usable. Yes, he's in the second tier, so it's not as usable, but I suppose it deserves a spot in nonetheless. I was kind of toiling anyway, so I thought let's go our gut anyways with that. Midfield, I'm probably clutching a bit at straws with all 3, but maybe even all 4 actually, marquee mids, but we will go for it nonetheless. Odegaard, 1 goal and a 7 on Sky. Smith Rowe was man of the match. Lacazette scored 1 goal, which was a penalty. I can't see that being enough to swing him in. Someone's going to get enough feel from the game, and Odegaard, despite his what if boost on Wednesday, I feel might just get in because of that one to watch. I almost feel like he needs another special card kicking about, and that's what the excuse might be. Man City's going to get an inform from the 5-2 game, I feel, against Southampton. It's either going to be Foden or KDB. KDB got 2 goals and a 9 on Sky. Foden got 2 assists and a 9 on Sky, being man of the match. To be more appealing, KDB just seems my opinion, especially since he has no informs, and the last special, apart from his team of the year, was a team in the group stage. Muller is a tricky one as well because of his moments SBC out just now, but 2 assists, very clinical performance from him, should merit his spot regardless in the team of the week. Orsic, tricky one because of the recent man of the match card from the Europa League, but 2 goals for him as Dynamo Zagreb ran riot, and I feel he deserves his spot in nonetheless. It makes it more, not only him more usable, but the team of the week just a little bit more appealing, and gives you at least an option for a super sub. Benzema, 2 goals and a free marker, should be pretty academic. Putting that headliner to 95 still doesn't make him remotely usable because I just never enjoy Benzema, but that is what it is. Weghorst should be pretty academic as well. 1 goal, 2 assists for Wolfsburg as they run right 5-0. Fair play to them. Ronaldo's a tricky one, a hat-trick, and his last inform was team of the week 22, but a hat-trick, and he's like the only gold hat-trick other than Gomes. So, and EA have kind of put themselves in a corner here, and I feel it's hard to ignore him, but we'll see what happens. Ronaldo, I'm going with, there's enough gap because it's 3 weeks, but we'll see what happens. I'm not overly confident, but you've got to go for him, it's hard to ignore. Subs and reserves, Sepe, 6 saves and clean sheet for Parma against Inter, fair play to him. Ospina's the alternative goalie from Serie A. Germain, Sanchez, 1 goal, clean sheet and a 2 on marker, a bit of a punt, but Granada. La Liga needs options, and that's kind of where I was leaning towards. Dwight McNeil, 1 goal, 1 assist, should be pretty academic. Onyekuru came off the bench for 2 goals. Pasalic, 2 goals and a 7 on Gazzetta. Maybe not the most given guaranteed, but Atalanta kind of did run the show, and Atalanta always seem to get informs out of nothing, and Serie A is kind of lacking this week. But we'll see what happens. Beauregard, 1 goal. League in, same problem, too many draws, and the only other options really are Colo for the Nantes game or Simon from that same game. So see what happens, but it's going to be clutching at straws I think for some options. Gomes a hat-trick should be pretty academic for a second in form. And the reserves this week we have Ian Atchell for a hat-trick, going 74 to 80. We have Dursun, also part of the hat-trick club. Vlahovic, a hat-trick and an 8 on Gazetta. Jura for Brøndby got a hat-trick. His teammate got a hat-trick of assists, but Jura's one of these looks like a fun discard, like pacey forward that some people will end up paying just a little bit more for just because of that pace. And Kane Hemmings is the silver in form of the week. Burton running riot just now in the league, like the form team in the division were like bottom of the league like 8 weeks ago or something, 7-8 weeks ago, and now they're, I think it's like 8 wins out of 9 or something, so fair play to them. And Kane Hemmings gets himself a hat-trick and should see his spot in the team of the week, and it helps actually for those that rock up with like English silver squads for team of the week. Top possibles, Meslier, 8 saves and a clean sheet, he's actually in my silver stars. Soranola for a hat-trick of assists. Trimmel 1 goal, Maggio 1 goal 1 assist. Landanovic 2 goals 1 assist, he's been on the cusp again, but he's like left wing back, left mid, so it depends if he gets in. Foden, as we said, for 2 assists. Brandt for 1 goal. Seferovic 2 goals. Aguero and Jesus and Royce all in the 1 goal club. Same for Fovan, Milik, Roger, Kazri, Quaison, Eduardo, Handu, Lee, Koopmeiners all in the 1 goal club. Stengs 1 goal 1 assist. Svanberg and Deprevo 1 goal 1 assist. Hwang for 2 goals. Kamano for 2 goals. Solomon and Tete for 2 goals. Sergio Oliveira for 1 goal 1 assist. It all depends if he gets given a man of the match card next week for, like, say the Europa League and Champions League stuff, because obviously Porto knocked out Juventus and Oliveira seems like a very strong shout. Silver stars for the week, I've gone with Hwang of Bordeaux for 2 goals. Richter of Augsburg, he was very impressive with 1 goal 1 assist. Andre Hahn is a good shout as well, and Meslier for 8 saves and a clean sheet against Leeds. I feel like a goalie silver star could be on the cusp, and Meslier definitely, he's been close a few times for an inform. Like, this is the time I would personally do it, and it would be I think it would be quite a popular card anyways, but we'll see what happens though. As I said, this is where my team of the week predictions is going this week, but let me know if there is anyone else I may have missed. Probably have, just for the sheer condition that I'm in, but we get there nonetheless. So smash likes always, folks, sub to the channel if you're new, comment down below as I said, and I will catch you all later for more FIFA 21 content.